I'm also kidney-free on this side. That's not the best. That's not the best diet plan. Just an organ at a time. Just gonna take it out. But that's kind of where it is. And when the doctor told me about cancer, I've been a youth pastor for half of my life, and I've walked through this with a lot of people. I'm the one that people call when they get this kind of news. And I come and I encourage them and I pray for them and I show them scripture, but man, it's a whole new website when the doctor's looking at you and he says this. And it really rocked me, really shook me. I've always been the guy that hurts on the outside. And I just let my students know, hey, this is where I stink at stuff, and this is where I stumble, and this is where I struggle, because we got to live real life together, yeah? But that day, I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want anybody to know. I started closing up. I remember thinking, man, I got 4 kids and 3 of them are in the youth group, and I remember thinking, I don't want them to know this. I don't want them to be scared. I don't want them to know they got me. So I don't want to tell them. I don't want to tell my church. I don't want to tell my youth group. I don't want to tell anybody. I just started closing up. And I remember the day that I found out that I had this, I went in for like stomach problems, and they found it on accident. Yeah. And it was youth group night. So I've got a couple hundred teenagers showing up to the church that night to hang out and be encouraged, and I had to go still. And I remember walking through this group of students and trying to be their guy, be Papa number 2, and it was tough. And I walked out in the parking lot after church was over, and this scripture just pops in my head. And you know what? It was a scripture that I had read. When you're in your darkest time, the scriptures that you don't read are probably not going to pop into your head. Just tuck that away, yeah? That little verse that you're writing on a slip of paper and sticking to your mirror, one day that's going to be a sword in your hand to fight the enemy.